I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know. Merry Christmas, everybody, and welcome to Armchair Expert. I'm Dax Shepard. What did you think of my Elvis Presley impersonation, Monica?
Pretty good.
Well, there's another one I like a lot, too, though. Silent night, a holy night. You can hear any Christmas song in your head. You can easily.
Voice.
Yeah, I wonder if he did Rudolph. Oh, Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. Laugh and call him names. If you ever saw him, he would even say clothes.
All those words are a little wrong, but it did sound like Elvis.
On foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Frosty the Snowman. You're exasperated.
A little.
You're a little exasperated, but as you can see, I'm full of Christmas cheer. It approaches. I'm already panicked that it's leaving.
Yeah.
So I want everyone to really, really just be present for this day.
Enjoy it.
I guess that's all. This is a public service announcement to say enjoy the holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my boyfriends is here today.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got a handful of boyfriends, and this guy's one of them, Josh Duhamel.
Yeah.
Now, I'm using the Greek pronunciation.
That is how it's spelled.
It is spelled Duhamel. Look, I don't really need to explain to anyone who Josh Duhamel is.
People know.
He's, again, a handful of perfect tens wandering around planet Earth. Also, guys, tomorrow, tickets are going on sale. If you listened to some live events and you thought, oh, I think I'd like to share that experience with them, you are invited to go tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. local time to buy tickets for San Antonio on February 23rd. We will be at the Majestic Theater, and we're bringing a very, very funny guest.
Very.
Very, very, very funny.
Very.
All right. Well, without further ado, Mel, please enjoy Josh Duhamel. We get support from Quince.
Have you been wearing the Quince linen shirts?
Yeah, I've been wearing them a suspicious amount. Yeah, European linen ones, they're $34, which is genuinely insane for how nice they are.
It doesn't even make sense.
Well, here's the deal. They work directly with the factories, cut out all the middlemen, so you're paying for the actual quality and not some brand's marketing budget. Everything's 50 to 80% less than comparable stuff. I love it because it's all very classic and traditional, and I know I'm going to be able to keep it for a very long time, and the quality's off the charts.
That's true. The style is very consistent. Whatever you get there, you walk down the street, you're going to look good. They have these lightweight cotton sweaters, which I love for when it cools down at night. It's nice drape around your shoulders in the summer and then throw it on when it gets a little cool. And it's not just clothes. They do home stuff, ding, 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 travel stuff, everyday essentials. It's all the same model, quality without the markup.
Make your summer wardrobe easier. Go to quince.com/Dax for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/Dax for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/Dax. This episode is brought to you by SoFi, the all-in-one finance app where you can bank, borrow, and invest all in one place.
Let's talk bank accounts for a second. The average bank savings rate is 0.39% in interest. You're earning pennies on your savings, but it does not have to be that way.
With SoFi high-yield checking and savings, the money barely making moves sitting in your savings account can earn over 8 times the national average savings rate with eligible direct deposit.
No account or overdraft fees, which feels rare these days. You can get your paycheck up to 2 days early, perfect for getting ahead of a bill or grabbing what you need right when you need it.
Plus, get up to a $300 welcome bonus when you sign up with eligible direct deposit. Sign up for SoFi checking and savings at SoFi.com/armchair. SoFi checking and savings is offered through SoFi Bank N.A., member FDIC. Terms apply.
He's an armchair expert. He's an armchair expert.
So I've recently been warned by Monica to stop doing this, but I am now so confident in this situation that I'm going to break.
Uh-oh.
I put Monica on the spot a couple times, asking her to evaluate people's looks, and she does not like when I do it.
Oh.
But I gotta ask: Are you not? Well, I'm so confident in the answer this time that I'm not even nervous. Are you as thunderstruck as I was when I first met Duhamel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, what's she supposed to say?
I know.
Well, that's
See,
her-
Put her on the spot.
This
And
is the
by the way,
problem.
that's what you're going to lead with?
I know.
Of course.
Is that your way of disarming me?
Welcome to the show.
No, I imagine it's triggering for you.
Triggering.
Yeah.
How so?
Do you hate having your looks talked about?
No. The older I get, the more I.
Now you're
encourage
starting to
I
appreciate
encourage
it. Yeah.
That's what I try to lead every conversation to. That's all I
You
got.
invite it in.
But what do I want to say? Here's what I want to be seen as. I don't care if anyone tells me I'm funny. I don't care. Big deal. If you tell me I'm hot, I'm on cloud 9.
You are.
You
hot.
always want you always want to be
He's like
recognized.
dirty hot. He
for
always looks a little
shitty.
He looks like he's a little stinky, but hot.
Because he was just on his motorcycle.
I did ride a bicycle.
Or bicycle.
I rode a bicycle.
He's always
here.
on something with 2 wheels.
Exactly.
I don't want to brag. Minimally 2 wheels. Sometimes
But you
there's
always
4.
want to be something you think you're not.
Right. Would you agree with that, Josh?
You do?
Just
Or
in general.
people in general?
People.
Yeah, like actors, all of a sudden they got to be a musician.
Yeah, I mean, I have lots of dreams of things that I wish I could be.
Yeah, huh?
I thought I was going to be a professional athlete, and then I realized I'm not nearly athletic enough.
I find that's hard for me to stomach.
Yeah.
Because we've had some contests of athleticism,
We
and
have.
you've dominated me. So that only points out how drastically out of the running I am.
Oh, my God. Yeah, well, let's try to rebuild an engine and see who wins that one.
Okay. Yeah, I might take the lead there.
See, I feel a little emasculated actually around Dax because
Ew.
he's like a dude who can fix shit.
I know.
You
Guys,
know?
so many people come on here and say that.
Fix any. I mean,
it's
he could
true,
literally
but-
tear apart
It's not-
my old 8-track radio
I could. But
and put it back together and make it work.
it's not even a comment on how good I am at anything. It's a comment on how bad actors are at fixing shit. Because you're right. A lot of guys have come on here and they seem to like that about me. But again, if I was in Michigan, I'm very low level
Yeah.
mechanical skill.
Well, you should see me in North Dakota.
Yeah. Well, you delivered though in North Dakota. You were a star quarterback in high school.
Well, I played. So I wouldn't. Star is a little strong. I played.
Well, hold
and I
on.
was decent, but I wasn't a star.
You have to be the star of the high school team to play in college. Am I crazy about that? You're not like the third string fucking quarterback in high school and end up playing in college.
I actually split time even in high school with this younger kid. So
A younger
I had
kid?
to battle all the way through. Even in college, it was always a battle. I was never the guy.
Okay.
And it always sort of fueled me. It pissed me off because I felt like I should have been the guy.
Right.
I felt like I had earned the spot. But for whatever reason, the coaches didn't agree.
They didn't know.
But so
nor did the stats.
Well, no. Well, I was more of a passer, and these guys were more runners. And I try to avoid contact as much as possible.
You did.
Which coaches in football don't necessarily love.
Yeah, but of all the positions in football, the quarterback's expected to protect himself, right?
Right. I did enjoy it. I did like getting knocked around, but I was not a running like option style quarterback.
Right. And how long have you been this imposing height? You're 6'4"?
Yeah, 6'3", something.
You're 6'4".
I don't think I'm quite 6'4".
If you're 6'3", then I'm not
All right.
6'3" anymore.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
let's call it
You're
6'5".
6'5".
Okay. With these boots, I'm definitely 6'5". I was always a tall, skinny, like gangly kid growing up. I really was.
Oh, so do you remember your stats from senior year?
Of what?
Your height and weight.
Oh.
I'm going to objectify the fuck out of you. Let me start over and be very clear about this.
Year of
I'm slowly going to get to the size
like
of your
what I
penis.
weighed. what I weighed.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I do remember this though because I was very insecure about my weight when I was playing football, especially at Minot State. That we had these weigh-ins, and I remember because I couldn't get to 200 pounds, and I really wanted to be 200 pounds.
That's the big marker.
And I literally stuffed those little 2.5 pound weights in my I had those those tight shorts, those spandexy shorts, and I stuffed 2 little 5-pound weights in my hips.
Oh, wow.
And I still didn't hit 200.
Oh, really? You're the only guy who cheated in a weigh-in to be more.
I was desperately trying to be bigger than I was because I was skinny. I was pretty gawky.
Okay, and you would have known, though, you were still 184. So who was it for? The coach? Did you think the coach was going to go like, oh, he's 200, let's play him?
It was purely, it's just in the program when they walk into the stadium, oh, he's 200 pounds. He's a legit quarterback.
That makes a lot of sense.
He's 6'4", 180.
So did you do weird things to gain weight? Did you have like the GNC weight gainer?
Yeah,
Did you drink eggs and shit?
I took everything that I could. I took these supplements that turned my piss like neon yellow. I'm not sure that my liver or kidneys have ever recovered. Yeah, I did a lot of stuff. It was a big deal for me. College football was a big deal. But here's the thing about it. If there's anything to be learned from this particular conversation, is I worked and worked and worked for something that I thought I was going to get, and it didn't happen. And it was, not only did it not happen, it was heartbreaking. And it wasn't even about me being a professional. I knew that wasn't going to happen. But it was the way it went down, the way the coach, I just had a falling out with this coach. And it was one of those moments where you got to pick yourself back up because it was devastating for me for a long time. And it's part of the reason why.
Can you tell me what the falling out was? Did you date his daughter?
Well, no. He ended up getting fired for screwing the basketball coach a couple years later.
Oh, really? Why can't you screw the basketball coach? Was the basketball coach underage?
16?
I don't know. I guess it just was.
I think they would promote a great.
That'd be like a fun story.
Yes.
Football coach.
Yeah,
And they could also like lay in bed and strategize and compare tactics.
Yeah, but not when like the
Could be good for the program.
The athletic director walks in on it happening on the desk.
Okay. All right. Now we're talking.
Something like that. I'm not sure if that's exactly it, but something like that. Anyway, the point is.
Hold on.
Okay.
Wait,
So
he
if I
doesn't
can
want to
then
blow past
No, that's this. We don't blow past this. So it sounds to me like maybe the actual infringement was more fucking on the college campus than like if they were just banging in their car in the parking lot of Chili's, maybe they wouldn't have been relieved of their duties.
I think it was something that happened on campus.
Great.
Even those students are
They're having sex
banging on campus all over the place.
They're encouraged to.
Yeah.
You're in college.
That's why you
Have
go.
the coach do it.
The coaches are in college.
Doesn't make any sense that the only
technically.
the adult there.
It's like I remember going, ew, they're so old. They don't have sex anymore. My mom had my youngest sister at 45 years old.
Really?
And I was like, oh my God, what are you doing still having sex? Oh, ew. Here I am, 45 now, hornier than ever.
Sure. I want to get to your falling out because I feel like there's something there. But before we get there, did it ever cross your mind to do steroids? You must have been tempted to do it.
Yeah, but I mean, we were in North Dakota. It wasn't like it was easy to get.
Right.
I probably would have done it.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you're admitting that.
You know, it would have been something. I needed to get.
Sure.
I tried to get as big and strong as I could.
If I could have taken an injection that would have made me as funny as Chris Farley, I would have fucking done it. Who's kidding who?
Yeah.
I'd love to tell you I won it.
Is there?
Cocaine.
Cocaine. I was
but when I did it, it didn't have
the
the same effect. We just had Conan on yesterday, and we got to relive the fact that my first appearance on his show, I was woken up by security in my hotel room with a stranger, and one of us had peed the bed. And that's what happened when I did cocaine. I didn't become Chris Farley. I ended up with strangers, and one of us peed the bed. I came out of a blackout and 30 minutes later walked
And you went on the show? Is there a YouTube of that somewhere?
Yes,
I got to
exists.
see that.
There is, but in my defense, you wouldn't really be able to tell.
Really?
I drank like 3
How
Red
did you
Bulls
do
on the
that?
way to the theater, and
A couple more lines?
I didn't. Of course, there was none left. I never had any left.
God, that's so dark.
Was anything available up in North Dakota? Did people do meth or anything?
I think there's some of that. Now I don't remember any of that.
But not when we were young.
Just a lot of beer.
Beer.
We drank a lot of beer.
How about weed?
And I remember getting just obliterated my freshman year where I literally wanted to die after taking shots of it was the cinnamon
Oh yeah, mm-hmm.
Fireball.
Fireballs or something. It was just and I literally the headache was so bad that I wanted to die. And that was about as bad as it got at Monica State. I'm
You're
sure it
too
wasn't.
far north.
Yeah, it was. That kind of stuff just wasn't as available.
Why
At
don't
least
you-
if it were, I didn't run across it.
Why don't you have that fun accent?
I've been here longer than I was there.
Yeah. Okay.
I remember.
Did you have it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
And I remember the first time I realized I had an accent was when I called home to talk to my dad and Susie, his longtime, like they never got married, but they
Lovers.
should. They've been together for 35 something years. And I called home and I was like, "Hey, Sue, is my dad there?" She goes, "Oh no, he's in Wadena." I was like, "Oh my God, that's what I sound like. That's what I sound like." And so I think I made a conscious, and I love that. I love the accent.
Oh,
I think there's
yeah.
something really endearing about it. But I remember people saying, "What is that Irish?" Nobody knew.
Are you
what this
from
accent-
Ireland?
That's so weird. That's a strange accent. I tell them I'm from North Dakota, and then 2 minutes later, "So you're from North Carolina?" I was like, "No, North Dakota." Then 5 minutes later, like, "So tell me what it's like in South Dakota." I was like, "North Dakota." Nobody remembers it.
Even me, I've been guilty.
Yeah,
A couple
people-
times you've corrected me. It's North Dakota.
It's North
accent.
Dakota.
Yeah. What do your mom was a school teacher? Mm-hmm. And dad he sold advertisement?
He used to sell ads in Yellow Pages back in the day.
Yeah.
And then started his own company where he's had this company for probably 25 years and he's done well. When you go to the grocery store or any store and you get a receipt, on the back of that receipt is a coupon for 10% off at the local dry cleaner, whatever it is.
Right.
My dad makes those receipts. He makes the rolls of receipts, makes the ads, goes to town from Minnesota to Montana, and each little town has these things, and he's made a nice little living for himself.
That's awesome.
It's the most obscure profession ever,
Yeah. Talk about niche.
but he is, he's happy.
Is it safe to say he's the king of receipt coupons of the
I think he may be.
the North?
I think he
the
may
Great
be.
North. Okay, now let's go back to college. What was this fallout you had with your?
Oh God. Okay. So it was just, so I was a local kid. I came from Minot High, went to school at Minot State. This coach had this idea that, he would recruit California quarterbacks. He'd recruit these guys from Canada, from all over. So he had it in his mind that these guys are obviously better. So it was a constant sort of uphill battle to try to beat these guys out. And I felt like my junior and senior year, I had won the job. And for whatever reason, I had to split time with guys. And I look back at it now and it was the best thing that could have happened to me. But then it's like, what more can I do to prove? I just felt like I couldn't, no matter what I did, I wasn't going to prove to this guy that I was his guy.
Yeah.
And he might have been right. Maybe I wasn't good enough. I mean, I thought I played well.
So did you have an actual moment where you talked back to him or snapped?
It was after my senior season, and I'm not proud of this, but it was after the end of the year. And he had these big lineman recruits in from Seattle or something. He's walking down the hallway, and he tries to introduce me to these guys that they'd flown in, which is a big deal for Minot State. He goes, "Hey, Josh," and I said, "Fuck you," and I just kept walking. He's like, "What?" And I had a lot of anger at that time. I'm not really proud of that, but I did it. And I remember he came back after that and just gave it to me, and I gave it back to him. I told him everything that I felt about him, and he told me what he felt about me, and it was just it was actually cathartic in a lot of ways because I got out a lot of rage that I had towards this dude, and and it was sort of a watershed moment for the both of us.
Did you fight at all as a kid?
I got in a few scraps, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, part of the reason I don't drink whiskey anymore. By the way.
Oh, okay. You'd get a little cranky.
Yeah,
on
I
whiskey.
get a little dark cloud that forms over my head. The last fight that I got in was in Detroit Lakes, Minnesota, and they're known for this amazing 4th of July celebrations, and everybody goes there, and it's just like it's a zoo. And I don't know what happened. We was me and my buddies. I think we were like sophomores in college or something, and something happens where I end up getting this kerfuffle with some dude in the bar, and I end up we're underneath the booth at this restaurant bar and just punching him in the face as hard as I can.
Sure.
And I get yanked out of the place. They throw me out, And then all of a sudden, this guy comes out wanting more with like 4 dudes. And we're in the middle of this street in Detroit Lakes. There's like this main drag that goes right along the beach and then where all the bars and stuff are. So right in the middle of the street, he's like, I want some more. So I'm like, oh God. And I see these other guys coming. And I'm like, oh God, they're gonna beat the shit out of me.
They might kill you, yeah.
And I'll never forget it. As hard as I could with my left hand,
Weird.
swung and caught him straight. And I'll never forget. He got this dizzy look in his eye, and I just ran. I ran, and they all started chasing me, and I ran all the way back to my hotel, which was maybe half a mile away. Went in there, peeking through the blinders to see if they're coming. They didn't. I changed shirts. I ran back over to the bar, hopped the fence, went back in with my buddies.
Oh, good for you.
Hey, yay for me.
That's kind of like, what do they call that when you throw up and you rally?
Yeah, puke and rally.
pretty much
Puke and rally? That sounds like kind of a version of a puke and rally story.
We're going way back. This was probably, it would have been maybe 93.
Now, it's interesting to me. So that was the last carfuffle, as you called it.
That was the last real fight I think I was ever in.
Because I would imagine, because you're so good looking, and then you're famous, and you also go out and drink at bars, or at least you used to. Aren't there a bunch of blowhards trying to, like, they're pissed you're there because the girls are excited, and they've been working on some gal all night long and buying her panty droppers and lemon drops, and then you stroll through with your Las Vegas crew T-shirt on. And they just want to. Haven't guys started shit with you all the time?
No, not really.
Really? And you're drinking some.
I'm good at sort of avoiding those situations.
Well, that's what I'm wondering.
Believe me, I'm not a fighter. I don't look to fight. And if something like that happens, I'm able to diffuse it quickly.
Well, that's what I'm getting at. I feel like you must have some good diffusing
and
techniques.
I just feel like, guys who get in a lot of fights, and they're like, oh, I didn't even do anything. It's like, generally they did something.
Sure.
It's like, he came after me. Well, this happened last weekend too, and the weekend before that.
Yeah.
So-
it's kind of like realizing you're the common denominator in all your breakups.
Right.
It's like every girl had a problem, and you're like, oh, wait.
Yeah, and then you realize, wait, I got to take me everywhere I go.
Yeah.
Maybe I should work on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he told me a fight story a couple weeks ago.
I told you one Saturday.
You tell him a lot, but you told me
Did you get in a fight recently?
No, they're all
recently.
old. But he told a story.
Dax got a little crazy eye though sometimes.
Yeah, I know. At any moment.
I would not mess with Dax.
I know. But he was telling a story about getting in a fight, and he was like, what was I supposed to do? And I was like, you could have just left. And he was like,
Oh, I know exactly the story. It was when the gangbangers deliberately picked a fight with us at 1 a.m., and they lost, and I felt like justice had been served. It's so great when bullies walk into a place and they think they've,
And they
zeroed
got
in.
their asses
Oh,
kicked?
me and Scotty really handled business.
Oh, really?
And we were just on cloud 9 after that. Because, again, we didn't start anything. It was New Year's Eve. We're having a nice time. 1 a.m., these two dudes walk in and just shove me out of nowhere. And then it's on. And we prevailed. And I feel like that's justice.
Yeah.
I was very proud of that story. And Monica was very disappointed in that story.
There's no better feeling than like
when a bully gets served.
When you get to I remember how great I felt when I was like, oh my God, I'm beating this guy up right now. This guy was coming after me. I'm winning this fight. I got to get out of here before I get punched in the face.
Yeah. It's always a very tenuous grasp on victory. You're always aware that you're best to get out of there.
It's that disrespect thing.
I got a chip on my shoulder. I'm mostly over it now, though. Once I realized people don't like that about me. No, you're from a small town. I'm from a small town. My buddies, that was something we really valued in one another, that we would be there for one another, right? Mm-hmm. And it took me a good 15 years to recognize no one in LA is looking for that from me. That's not what they like about me. But it was a realization. Like in Detroit, like the way you showed your friend you loved him is like, I'll absolutely square off with these two guys that are definitely going to kick our ass.
Right.
Because I'm in it with you.
Okay.
And this is how I'm going to show you I love you.
And that's I got your back.
Yes, I got your back, and we all had proved that to one another over time. Mm-hmm. In my little group of friends, that was very a prized virtue.
And it is a pride. It should be.
There.
You got your boys back.
It's not.
You don't think that's so much here?
It's completely unnecessary. And really, most of my current friends, it just makes them very anxious to know that I will get in something physical at any minute. That doesn't make them feel safe. It makes them feel very dangerous.
I see.
But they have your back in a different way. They have your back in that they would be like, we're leaving now.
See that?
And I'm protecting you and your life by saying we're going now.
Right.
But
That's
I would
evolved.
say that it's a true test to which friends truly have your back. Because
Well, it's-
it really is. It is.
defining moment.
Right. It can be.
But I'm curious, what age did your parents get divorced?
4th grade.
That's pretty rough.
I was a 4th grader. Yeah, it was still probably to this day the most traumatic thing I ever went through, because you think your world is one thing and suddenly that world isn't going to exist
Yes.
as it did. So that was a real hard one for me.
4th grade, you're used to having dad in the house every morning.
Yeah.
I presume you stayed with your mom and went with dad on the weekends or whatever.
Yeah, that was pretty much how it went.
And then dads, at least in my experience, it's weird to see dad in like an apartment, right, or something. Like it's rough, isn't it?
Yeah, he struggled for a while. My dad. It was not even an apartment. It was a car for a little bit. It was like an apartment above the grog shop, which was a liquor store in the wrong side of town.
Okay.
It was.
And would you go spend the weekend there?
Oh yeah, but we didn't know any better. We just loved being with dad.
Okay.
And so
You had 3 little sisters, right?
no, I had one sister at the time.
Oh, okay.
My 2 other sisters were born much later. So yeah, I mean, it was definitely an adjustment. I remember I became very emotional. I was a really emotional kid, and I think that that's really when it came out, because I was so traumatized by the thing. I remember I would just, because I didn't have the tools to really deal with anything, I would just cry.
Yeah.
I would lose a game in soccer and I'd just fucking cry, or I was, something upset me and I couldn't stop it.
Yeah.
And I remember my dad taking me. He's like, "Hey, listen, it's okay that you're emotional, but nobody likes a crybaby." And I was like, "Yeah, okay." And after that, I realized that that was his. It may not have been the most therapeutic way to do it, but I knew what he meant, and I knew that it was coming from a good place.
Again, you grew up in the 80s, I grew up in the 80s.
Yeah.
The dads were tasked with a different thing
Yeah.
then, probably wrongly, but whatever. Your dad was thinking, fuck, I got to protect my kid. If he's crying all the time, he's
Yeah.
going to get his ass kicked
Yeah.
every day. They're going to make fun of him. His
Yeah.
life's going to be miserable if he keeps up this pouting.
And there was another one just very similar, where I'd gone to this lab school in Minot. It was a teacher's college. Minot State's a teacher's college. And next door to that is this lab school, which is really great. It's unconventional ways of teaching. And so when I went to 7th grade, like a formal conventional school with desks and books and the whole thing, I struggled for the first half of the year. And I remember my dad coming to me. He's like, "Listen, nobody likes a dummy."
Boy, he really
Yeah.
he called it like he saw it, didn't he?
"Listen, kid, nobody likes a dummy." And I was like, "What? Yeah, okay. You need to learn how to study. You need to learn how to get better grades. You need to figure this out."
Yeah.
And again,
you got the crying under control. Now let's work on the
not-
grades.
Maybe it wasn't the most, therapeutic way to do it, but again, I knew where it was coming from, and it worked because I started getting better grades after that.
Yeah. It could be a little telling that his each time the penalty would be not being liked. Do you think that's his issue or
Well,
or he had acknowledged that you wanted approval?
That's a pattern that I'm working through at the moment.
Right.
This is one of those things that I talked to you about. It's like I'm learning to care less about what people think about me, and not look for validation or approval from people because of what their opinions might be, and just be me.
Well, I had the experience. We met in 2010 on When in Rome, or maybe it was 2009. Whatever. It came out in 2010.
Wait, do you remember when I came up behind you on the street in New York City?
You-
I was mugging you.
You legitimately scared the shit out of me. I think that's the last time I had a good scare. I don't think you came behind me. I think you were in a doorway,
No,
like a black doorway.
maybe
And I
I
walked
was.
by the doorway and you fucking leapt out.
I remember, "Give me all your money." You're like, "Ah!" I'm lucky I didn't get stabbed or shot.
What if I pulled a 6-shooter? You didn't know that I'd been
Screwdriver.
packing
Probably
on that
carried a
movie?
Screwdriver on you.
But we met there, and you're incredibly likable. You're such a likable guy, and you're a generous guy. And I will give a character testimony that you're not lying about working really hard in college. You're a very hard worker. You don't complain. That's why I'm curious about that blow up, because you get really frustrated with yourself acting. I've watched it.
Another thing that I'm working on.
And you get pissed at
Did
yourself.
you see me do that on set?
Oh, a bunch. Yeah, yeah.
God.
In fact, I would do a great Duhamel when Kristen and I would get back to our room.
Oh, God.
It was the most endearing thing ever. I got to tell you, it's so endearing.
Incredibly hard on myself. But again, this is one of those things that I'm working on.
He would go like, I don't even know what Kristen's name in the movie was, but he'd be like, Gail, I came all the way across town to see you here. Fucking fuck no! It's not here. Let's go. All right, let's go again. He would like berate himself.
I would beat myself down. I really would. And by the way, I've done that fairly recently too.
I watched you do it on Buddy Game, so I was like, oh, we're now 8 years later,
Yeah.
7 years later.
Yeah.
Still his technique. It's one of the funner things to watch.
Oh,
to be
God,
honest,
it's terrible. It's so, and it's one of those things that I had a really bad temper when I was a kid,
but with yourself, right? Not with
with
other
myself. Yeah, it's never really directed at anyone but me. And people are like, "Dude, you're too hard on yourself." I'm like, I just have to do this. I got to do this. But I really don't have to do that. There's no reason to do that. It's just, and it all goes into this feeling of not being good enough. You're not good enough. You got to beat yourself up to get there.
Yeah, and who do you think
It's just
was the original person you were trying nonstop to? Is it dad?
It was mom and dad.
Mom and dad.
Yeah.
Okay. Mom had a high expectation for you?
Oh yeah, they both did.
Yeah.
Dad was always very. He was my biggest cheerleader. He always, like when I said I was moving to California, he's like, "Go get him, kid." Mom was like,
Remember,
what are you
they
doing?
don't like criers or
Like friars
dum-dums.
or dum-dums. But I knew that I always knew that he was like doing it because he really believed in me, and he was always my biggest cheerleader on the sidelines of whatever. And even now he is. And mom was the same way, but much more reserved. And she thought I should have been a dentist. What are you doing? You got your degree in biology. You should be going to dental school. What are you doing? Wait, you got a job on a soap?
Yeah.
This is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Then she turned, but
By the way, it can be really good intention. My mother thought I was, at 6 years old, going to become the president of the United States. Like, I really cherish how much she believed in me. Yet it was a lot to fulfill. And I regularly would be in these drunk stupors, and all I can imagine is like, oh my God, if my mom saw me right now, what a fucking disappointment.
Well, that probably speaks to some of the issues from the past. You had to project this facade for everyone.
Yes.
And your way of escaping was by numbing out.
Yeah, because I would get hammered, and I really didn't give a fuck where I was at in life. It's very liberating in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been there, man.
Yeah. So yeah, when I met you, my first year, I guess, of knowing you, it wasn't even that long. I was like, God, this guy is perfect, I think. I literally thought, I would say this to Kristen, I'm like, he's gorgeous, he's friendly, he hasn't tried to fuck you yet. That's weird. I mean, that was the weirdest.
How could I? You were right there on
Yeah.
set the whole time, watching.
I would have found a way at my worst. At my lowest points, I would have found.
I'll never forget, because you guys had just started dating.
Oh, yeah.
You guys had just started dating, and they were like in limerence. You guys, they were just madly in love. And I remember, because I had mad respect for Dax even before any of this. I was like, oh my God, Dax is in this movie. And I remember part of the reason I got so insecure is because I saw you over there watching. I was like, God, I gotta deliver right now.
Oh.
And Dax is watching.
Oh my God, I think
Guys,
you're
you caused it.
I think I'm the only person that's ever elicited that thought.
It's true. I'll never forget it.
Stay tuned for more Armchair Expert, if you dare.
Confidence. It's listening to your gut. It's moving forward even when the path ahead is unclear. For nearly 160 years, Pacific Life has helped people keep their promises, building confidence for generations. Whether you're confident in your financial future or just beginning to envision it, we're here to help. Ask a financial professional how. Pacific Life, the power of a promise. Pacific Life Insurance Company, Omaha, Nebraska, and in New York, Pacific Life and Annuity, Phoenix, Arizona.
But I will just say, and I have no intention to go into it, but when I like would read about a scrape or something, I go, oh wait, I felt relieved. I would go, oh, good. Duhamel is I thought you were too good to be true.
That's I got many things I'm working on, and it speaks to what we just talked about. There was these expectations, there were these, there was people expected a lot from me, and that was a lot to bear.
Well, also, probably self-imposed, right? Largely.
A lot of it was probably self-imposed.
Yeah.
A lot of it was,
Let me ask you this.
I'm the one who put those expectations on myself.
And I imagine you enjoy beating the shit out of yourself?
I did. I'm working on it.
You're working on it.
Yeah. And it's not an easy thing to do when you do something that you're shameful about or something that you regret, to be able to go, you know what? I fucked up, but I'm not a bad guy.
I still have value.
Well, that's another thing. I mean, it all goes to like self-worth and value and looking externally to feel whole. All these kinds of things that I think as I've gotten older, I'm starting to have more self-value, more self-worth. Therefore, I, am more able to forgive myself.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so let's walk through this fun ride, because it doesn't work out with football, but you meet a gal, you meet a wonderful woman, and you follow her to California. You have a bunch of weird jobs, but somehow you become a model.
Well, let's talk about those other jobs first.
Okay, great.
I was working. I learned how to. So I'm not completely inept, by the way. I know how to drive a backhoe, an excavator, a front end loader, a bobcat. Mm-hmm. In fact, I have one back at my cabin in Minnesota.
You do? I love a bobcat.
So I worked. My stepdad was a construction worker. He owned a construction company, like pipeline stuff. Never even wanted to do anything to do with that when I was in North Dakota. But when I moved to California, for whatever reason, now I wanted to work construction. So I did all these crazy jobs. I also worked at the Gap, and I worked, I waitered, I worked in warehouses, and I did construction. And during that time, I then, I think I was in Sacramento when we're really going to get into the modeling thing, aren't we?
Well, we must.
We have
here's the misconception about that. I did it for about 6 months, maybe. No, I did it for about a year.
Well, the
had
reason
very little success.
Well, but the reason we have to bring up modeling is the only thing I really want to get to is that you beat Ashton in a model shootout, which I find to be an amazing.
That was a real life
intersection.
That was like real life Zoolander, and I'm not even kidding you. It truly was.
So you were in some kind of modeling contest, and you won.
Yes.
And Ashton was runner-up. Isn't that a fun fact?
Before you guys were you guys? That's nuts.
Here's how
he was probably Christopher.
He was Chris. Yeah, he was Chris. Wow. And
do you remember meeting him?
Oh yeah, I'll never forget it.
Oh,
because here's the thing: I'd never been to New York City, and there was this agency in Sacramento that offered to like pay my way to go. I was like, yeah, I'll go.
Yeah,
not really knowing what I was getting into.
Yeah,
it was called.
Did you think you would be naked on a Russian dude's yacht at any point? Like, was there any point where you were like, maybe am I a call guy?
Is that supposed to be in my butt?
Yeah. This isn't. What are we advertising here?
So you go to New York.
So I go to New York, and this thing becomes. We can cut that last part.
So
I go to New York.
That's the best part.
Well, we will cut it, but only to loop it.
So I go to this thing, and there's 1,000 people there, 1,000 contestants, male, female, actors, models, whatever. I was pretty intimidated. I was pretty fresh out of North Dakota at the time.
How old are you, 20 at the time?
I was 23. As the week goes on, there's like certain things. There's like fashion, and then there's swimwear, where you got to walk in like a swimsuit down down a runway back and forth. It's literally like Miss USA.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how would you I
can laugh at it now, but yeah.
Mentally, like, where were you at when you were walking down the catwalk in the swimsuit? What thoughts were going through your head?
I was all in.
I was
in full on competitive mode.
Oh, good.
Yeah, good.
That's awesome.
Zero regrets. No,
well,
you left it all on the. You left it all on the catwalk.
I left it all in the field. So
I'm gonna get you a T-shirt that says "Left it all on the catwalk."
And so as the week went on, the word became like there's 3 guys that are like sort of in the running for this. There's some dude from I forget where he was from, and then this kid from Cedar Rapids.
Yeah, Iowa.
where Ashton's from, and me.
Oh my God.
So I was like, oh my God, I'm in the running for this thing. Oh my God.
Was there money to be won or anything? Oh.
No.
Wait, he said no.
Just bragging rights only?
No, there was no money involved. You got like a modeling contract somewhere.
Oh.
Hopefully.
Well,
that's
yeah.
smart.
Well, but that it wasn't even guaranteed.
Okay.
You can listen to this. So as the week goes on, this happens. The buzz is that it's me, Ashton, and some other dude. And so now I'm really into it. Now I want to win.
Yeah.
What do I do? How can I walk better? And so
How can I walk better?
So we
were you practicing in your room at night?
So they literally have us up on stage at the final sort of presentation to see who wins. There's like 7 guys up there for fifth, fourth, third runner-up, second runner-up, and then first runner-up. It's between me and Ashton, and they say his name, and I'm like, oh my God! Literally, you might as well have thrown like a tiara on my head, a sash across my chest. I was so excited. They lifted me up, and it was just my first.
Wait, because he must have been as confused as you.
He was confused, but we were also competitive. We were like throwing like
He's an athlete too.
Right.
Yeah.
we were throwing like it was competitive.
Sure. Tearing each other's swimsuits backstage and stuff. Putting a stain, like pouring wine on his swimsuit.
Rubbing a little brown marker on his white shorts.
Sure.
So after I win this thing, I think I'm off to the races. This is my ticket to stardom.
Fuck yeah.
Nothing happened for 4 years. I didn't even get that agency contract that I thought I was going to get.
What?
Literally nothing happened.
You're kidding.
Ashton became Ashton, got that Calvin Klein campaign. He got that 70s show. He got something else.
Just married.
Oh God, I was so jealous of him for so long. I was like, I didn't understand. I like, what happened?
Right. This motherfucker was runner up.
I won.
Yeah.
I was male model of the year.
I would have been upset by that.
So, I had to go beat the streets for many years, and that's shortly after that I realized I wanted to get into acting because the modeling thing was going nowhere.
Okay. It's kind of shocking to me. I could have seen you in like American Eagle ads and like very masculine.
Abercrombie.
Because what you had over Ashton is you were a kind of bigger frame.
I don't know.
I love your frame.
Thanks,
so great.
Dax.
You know what the most amazing thing about you is your ass.
Thank you.
And I wonder if it's something that you built that foundation in your 20s and in college, and now you don't really have to work on it much. It's just that ass. Dad ass.
Just that ass.
Is it dad ass? Or are you doing like a lot of lunges or anything? You really have great butt cheeks. I couldn't keep my eyes off him up in Vancouver last year.
Really?
Yeah, like you'd just be wearing
Were
a
they
random
exposed?
thing. No, he'd just be wearing like a random outfit, but his ass really juts out and back. It gets your attention.
Nice.
Yeah, I love
God,
it.
this is really great.
I didn't tell you then.
No.
That shocks me.
No,
Okay.
no,
Well, I was
I'm
thinking
surprised
it the whole time. Do you specifically target your ass cheeks when you exercise?
No, not generally. No,
God, I knew it.
I
Fuck
don't.
you.
I mean,
I work my ass off for these pancakes. I'm focused.
I've been biking a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, that helps.
That'll pop.
That
'em.
helps.
Yeah, that'll get them popping.
Yeah.
Okay. So you somehow, after that 4-year hiatus from the spotlight, you end up, I think it starts with music videos, right? That's the first acting work you get?
Let's see.
You're in Aguilera's
so, yeah.
Genie in a Bottle.
That's in a bottle. I did a Donna Summer
yeah.
video. But
Were you in heaven on those sets? Were you like, oh, this is awesome?
Well, I was just basically an extra,
yeah.
on the Christina Aguilera one.
Okay.
I thought I had like a starring role.
Did
but,
you have any fantasy going in?
Literally have to like stop it and rewind it, and then you'll see me. It's like I'm
Half
jumping
a
the fence.
frame.
Yeah. I was so intimidated by the whole thing at that point. Like I was not ready to even be on a set because I was still like so starstruck by it all that I was like, what? How much do I pay for this food on this table?
Right.
It's craft service. It's free. What?
Who do I settle up with? I had 4 carrots, some hummus, 2 mini Snickers bars.
So I was yeah. It took me a while just to get comfortable on a set.
Well, can I ask you one question before we march through this? Did you have let me start with the famous Chris Rock joke. Have you ever heard this routine of his where he says, men are only as faithful as their options?
Okay.
Okay. Now, I don't think that's true, but I also think it's true. So when you look like you have a lot of options. And I'm being sincere now. Was it hard for you to stay faithful when you were younger?
When I was younger,
were you like a true blue kind of? It was easy for you.
listen, there were moments for sure.
Okay.
But for the most part, I've gone from 3-year relationship, 5-year relationship, another 3-year relationship. And then I met Fergie. We were together for 13 years.
Yeah, you're a serial monogamist.
Yeah.
They say.
Yeah. For the most part, I've been a guy who doesn't do that.
Because let me just say this. I didn't feel very good looking.
Okay.
So I was regularly trying to get some girl to prove that I was. So I do wonder if you're just good looking, do you not have that chip on your shoulder? Or are you still trying to get approval from girls that you somehow assess as being out of your range or something?
It's a really good question.
That is a good
It's a good question because there are several dynamics at play. I'm not 30 years old anymore. I'm 45.
Right.
I want to have more kids.
Okay. Now.
Yeah. Well, in the next few years.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more about finding someone young enough to have kids.
Mm-hmm. Like your mother's age.
Well,
45.
I mean, it can happen. It can. But
Absolutely.
But at the same, so it's not as if I'm out there trying to just fuck anything. That's really not who I don't like.
But more importantly, have you ever tried to
find a girl that I can
be with
and have a family with? You
Right.
know?
But
because Ferg and I had a great relationship. Mm-hmm. I love that girl and I always will.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we didn't work, but I will always have her back, and she is the mother of my baby.
Yeah.
And so
you guys seem to have a very amicable.
we do. We really do. She's awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to find that, somebody to, that's kind of what I'm looking for.
But did you ever try to get someone to elevate your own self-esteem? Is that just a human thing? I feel like you could answer this question for us.
Maybe. I mean, maybe that's part of my problem is that I like the action. I like the chase.
Sure.
I like the
butterflies,
all that stuff. I think it's genetic. I think it's primal for us to have that. There's certain people that you see and you just want.
Yes. Yep.
And it's not always the most beautiful person. There's something that happens.
Yeah.
And oftentimes those people that you have that for don't have it for you.
Yeah, it's hard for me to believe someone doesn't have for you, but I will accept that this is
it happens,
reality.
believe me.
Yeah. So you get All My Children. This has got to be an enormous thing for you.
Yes. It was huge.
Right.
It was huge.
Yeah.
It was an opportunity for me. I mean, first of all, my mom watched soap operas my whole life. She watched Young and the Restless. And remember, she wanted me to be a dentist.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it was that was a big opportunity for me. And mostly because I was pretty green when I got it. I'd been, taking all the classes I could. I'd moved to...
It's a great place to learn to act, isn't it?
It was like boot camp, and I don't regret any of it because it was just one of those moments. And I knew this because I'd been watching them for so long that I knew what I was expected to do. Mm-hmm. And I said, the only way that I'm going to stand out is if I just buck the system and try different things. Mm. And I got nominated for an Emmys 3 years in a row and won it my second year.
You won.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which was unbelievable. That is the biggest, I felt like I pulled off the biggest scam of all time.
Sure.
Because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was just winging it. And I just went in head first and tried things, and they started to like it, and then they started to write for it.
Well, you have that quality. Even though you're really self-critical, you also are brave as an actor. You will try anything. Like if the director says blank, you
do a backflip off this.
Yeah, off this moving car into this very small manhole cover. But you'll try anything, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, it goes back to wanting to just, I have this feeling still to this day, I've been doing this for 20 years now, that I'm pulling off a huge scam.
Yeah, do you feel fraudulent a little bit? Yeah.
I feel like I'm a fraud.
I
You
do
know, I'm
too.
just making it up as I go. And obviously I have a lot of experience now and I'm trusting myself more, but you know, I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, and it can be cancerous to not think you belong somewhere that you're at. It can basically be a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? You can kind of take yourself out.
Yeah.
By going, I don't deserve this.
True. And that was part of my problem for a long time. I think that's what held me back is that I never truly believed that I deserved it. I never believed that I don't belong in this group, in this club. And so it's taken me a long time. I feel much more comfortable now than I ever have, but yeah, man, it takes balls to not only, you know, go after it in this business, but then to actually believe that you belong.
And then on the other side of that is back to not even giving a fuck and realizing,
Right.
oh, what does any of it matter?
Yeah.
Like I actually used to think of who was a better or worse actor. And I had this fake conversation in my head last night where someone said I was a worse actor or better actor. And I just imagine thinking how much I wouldn't care if I was discovered to be a worse or better actor than anyone. I'm like, whatever. I'm paying my bills.
Right.
I now feel that way at
Well, that's
43.
good.
It's like, what does any of it matter?
It doesn't.
I got to fucking send my kids to college.
Right.
Now, the mechanics of making a soap opera are hysterical, right? You make a whole show every day.
Yeah. You shoot, I think 60 pages a day.
That can't be done if anyone who doesn't know a lot about filming.
They got three cameras. They're all rolling. It was like theater in a lot of ways.
And you're learning some days, you're learning 20 pages of dialogue or something?
Yeah. I mean, I would sit there at home every night just grinding, learning my stuff. But it was a great, I still believe that it's as good a place to learn for somebody green and learning
100%.
as you can get, because
90% of it is getting comfortable on a set.
it's getting comfortable on a set. It's learning where your light is. It's learning how to learn lines. It's learning how to deal with media on a much smaller scale. Because you see so many of these young kids now who come up and they shoot to superstardom and they don't know how to handle any of it.
Right.
You know, so for me, it was a good way to sort of get my
Slowly.
feet wet, get a lot of experience. And I just told myself that I was going to do it for 3 years, no matter what, because they offered me a nice contract at the end of it to stay. And I was like,
That's tempting.
I got to go.
Wow.
I'm going to go because I had ideas of what I wanted to do. And I'm glad I did.
You weren't that tempted by money? It would have been hard for me to turn down real money.
It was hard for me too, because I never had money.
Yeah.
But I also knew that if I really wanted to go after it, I couldn't stay there forever.
Right. And you got, I imagine, a pretty instantly famous with a very specific group of a demographic. It was mostly women,
I still
right?
get people saying, I loved you as Leo. That was 20 years ago. Leo and Greenlee. Greenlee was my girl on the show.
My sister-in-law, during When in Rome, my sister-in-law, who has seen many, many people at her house, never has cared. My trainer during When in Rome had done like 12 episodes of a fucking soap opera, and she lost her shit.
Yeah, those are the best fans.
Yeah.
They really were.
Yeah.
Because they believe they know you.
Did your sisters, when you got that show, did they think, maybe I should move out there? You have 3 of them.
No, I don't think they ever really had that.
Oh, okay.
My sister Ashley could have easily done it. She would have been much better at it.
Are they good looking like you? Do they have nice buns like yours?
They have amazing asses.
Okay, great. We always like to ask our guests how they feel about their sisters' asses.
In fact, this is not a comfortable subject, but I will say this. My youngest sister, Cassidy, they used to call her Acidy.
Oh, really?
I was like, what'd you just call my sister?
So it runs in the family.
I'd love to be
Genetic.
called Acidy. It's like my dream. So that's kind of ballsy. You leave All My Children, and then how long between All My Children and Las Vegas? Do you get nervous at any point? Like, oh, fuck, I should have stayed? Or did it pretty quickly did you get Las Vegas?
It was about a year afterwards, I guess, of auditioning and going after stuff. But I got Las Vegas and Win a Date with Tad Hamilton kind of at the same time.
Oh, really?
I don't even remember which one happened first.
Oh, wow. Because you're very good and charismatic in Win a Date with Tad Hamilton.
Thank
and
you.
it felt like it felt to me like you knew what it felt like to be that guy. I guess when I saw that, I thought, oh, this is natural. He's on Las Vegas. But you weren't. You were.
No, I had no idea what I was doing.
Right. I thought, oh yeah, this is Ashton. But in my head, I was like, oh, this makes sense. This is Ashton.
He's pretending.
This is the guy that beat Ashton.
This is the guy that beat Ashton.
To beat the hell out of him.
That's still a thorn in his side.
I can't wait to see him tomorrow at work because I'm working with him right
God,
now.
he's so funny. Because we have laughs about it now. Every time I see him, it's like, can you believe we did that? What were we thinking?
It's so great. So Las Vegas, was that awesome? Did you love that?
I did. If there's anything that I can say about my perspective on all of this, is that I have appreciated every opportunity. Because again, I felt like when I got that job on All My Children, I was like, oh my God, I'm on TV.
Yeah.
I'm on TV.
Yeah.
And I just was so appreciative of where, because I'd done a lot of shit jobs for a long time. And so when I got Vegas, I hate it when I hear people like wanting to get off a show or I'm miserable here. It's like, dude, you're lucky to be working.
Yeah,
you know what? There's a lot of people out there who would love to be in that position. And for me, it was 5 years. And it was a lot of work. That was probably
as
much,
show, right?
if not more work than the soap, because the days were longer. Even though you didn't have as much dialogue, it's just a lot more work.
You weren't in Vegas, though. You were here.
No, we were
right?
in LA. We shot the pilot in Vegas.
Okay.
So I loved it. You know, it was 5 years, and that was a good run.
Yeah. Anything crazy happen with Jimmy Caan during that
Every
5
day.
years? Every day, yeah. I've never met him, but I know a few people that have met him, and one of the descriptions I heard that I love and I repeat, even though I've never met him, is like a friend of mine who worked with him said, like, oh, he's the greatest. Every story ends with him punching out somebody. Like the punchline of every one of his stories is, and then I punched this cocksucker in the mouth. And I said, I so know guys like that.
Well, he's that guy that operates best amidst chaos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he needs to, like, if things are calm and copacetic,
He's bored.
He gets uncomfortable. He needs to create something. That's just kind of where he's always been. But truly, and I think he'd be the first one to tell you, he's like a purist in the sense that he just acts first. He doesn't give a shit about what anybody thinks. Says and does things that without any attention to what the consequences might be.
Right.
And it's gotten him into a lot of trouble.
Sure.
But he's just a genuinely sweet guy.
Well, you got to get your expectations right about a guy who famously resided at the Playboy Mansion.
Yeah.
It's like if you meet a guy that
Yeah.
lived there.
He
What
told
are
me a few stories about that too.
I've heard a couple great ones. Yeah.
Touch on what you said about him. Like, it always ends with a punch.
Yeah.
I remember there'd be a scene where he was always kind of the tough guy on the show too, and he would always turn it into a much bigger thing than it needed to be.
Sure.
At first it was just like he talks closely to the guy and he says it's a subtle threat. Well, by the end of the scene, he had a pencil in the guy's neck. And was, doing something to like threaten the dude's life.
Full Nelson.
Or the guy was like, I guess we had to bring the stunt double.
They must
He's going to be punching the guy out through the window. You need to punch him through the window.
They probably had a guy on standby at every time Jimmy was working. Like, Jimmy's going to want to throw this guy off this balcony.
Yeah. There's a good chance he's going to throw him through that window. Can we make sure that's stunt glass?
Yeah.
He used to say things like, I want to punch you right in the nose. Kid's too good looking. You break his fucking nose.
Literally what I have written on this piece of paper was he triggered by you? Because he was the alpha stud of the century. He's the lead of my favorite movie of all time to this day, Thief.
That's his favorite movie too, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah.
He's the baddest motherfucker in that movie.
Yeah, he's a bad man.
He is. Also, like, lived the persona. So here he was. I just imagine if I'm him and I'm older now, I'm not the sex symbol of the thing, and this guy's taller than me and bigger. I just would imagine that'd be a little triggering for him.
Well, if it was, like I said before, I'm good at sort of diffusing things.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
I showed him respect, and I showed him, and it was always funny because I always knew when he didn't like something I was doing performance-wise, because it was like this. He's like, hey, come over here for a minute. I want to talk to you about something. I was like, oh God. And he talked to me about like the scene, but I never took offense to it because like Jimmy Caan wants to give me a note.
Motherfucker was in Godfather.
I'll take it.
Sonny.
And, you know, I learned a lot from him. I learned a lot watching him and he'll be the first to say you can learn from me both by what I do and what I shouldn't have done.
Is this part true that Spielberg handpicked you off of seeing Las Vegas to be in Transformers? Like a direct, you're putting this kid in the movie.
Not only that, this is like Steven Spielberg has been like a guardian angel for me.
Really?
Yeah. Because DreamWorks did Win a Date with Ted Hamilton.
Oh, okay.
He looked at the screen test for that and said, if I was doing this movie, I'd pick him.
Really?
Wow.
Which I think helped me get Vegas. And then there was some scenes in, I'm not sure he had anything to do with me getting the job on Vegas, but I know that that was also a DreamWorks show. And he'd seen an episode where I had come back from Iraq and I had this post-traumatic stress stuff going on. And it was dark and it was really a lot of fun to play. And he'd seen it and told Bay, you should look at this kid. And I remember getting the part, and Leslie Feldman, who's a very dear friend, casting director who's worked for him forever, I called and I said, Leslie, what do I do? I am like, how do I thank this guy?
Yeah.
He's done that. He's like sort of tapped me a couple of times, which has completely changed the trajectory of my career.
Yeah.
She's like, well, call him. I was like, what do you mean call him? I can't just, she's like, oh, here, I'll put you through. Puts me on the phone, calls me and sends me, and he's at his, I was like, where is he? He's at home. And he's at an office at home. Picks up the phone and has like a 20-minute conversation about, I kid you not. And he was complimentary about what he'd seen. He said what he would love to see me do in Transformers. And, you know, that was it. I was like, what the hell is going on? Now, having said all that, he's never actually put me in one of his movies.
Well, maybe, you know.
So he likes me enough. No, but he's truly been
That conversation where you like panicked talking to him, I would feel like a
little bit.
What do I say to Steven Spielberg?
I just,
Hey, so I won a daytime Emmy. I don't know if you know this, but you know, you made a good choice.
Yeah, I don't even remember I think I blacked out during the conversation. I think I just said something like, I don't know, thank you.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I did to deserve it, but thank you. And, you know, he's just have you met him?
Never.
He's a really, really like weirdly sweet man.
Is he?
Yeah. He's just a genuinely nice guy.
I read like Raging Bulls, that book, Raging Bulls something. It's all about the 70s cinema. And in that book, it talks about him having kind of a party side. And then I got really excited about him. Because at first I'm just like, oh, the guy's perfect. He's unapproachable. But then he was very much in the mix in the 70s.
Yeah.
And I just found that.
Isn't that what everybody did in the 70s and 80s? It's like part of, that was part of the production budget.
Yeah, that made me like him weirdly. I have a hard time liking people that I perceive as being flawless. I'm just like, I can't relate at all.
I mean, he was
I'm ex-scumbag.
I don't think there's anybody who's spotless out there. If they are, you should be pretty skeptical of them.
Yeah. I think it's, it's hard to get through this whole journey without stepping in some shit every now and then.
Yeah.
Now, how many Transformers have you done? 4 or 5?
I did 4 of them.
Oh, there's been 4.
There was 5.
You weren't in the first.
I didn't do the 4th one.
The 4th one? Why not?
Because Wahlberg came on and didn't want me around.
He didn't want a better looking guy than him.
Son of a, no. Yeah. They were just going to when he came, they were just going to sort of retool the whole thing.
Gotcha.
And then when they made the next one, they wanted to bring me back.
That's great.
And I was like, okay. It's like an annuity.
Yeah. I mean, incredible to get. It's the gift that keeps on giving, right?
Yeah.
Do you worry about money at all?
Not really.
That's great.
I mean, it's not like I have endless supplies of money.
No, but
I don't spend. I'm not crazy with money.
No, you've had the same pickup truck since I met you 9 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah. You just got your first new car in what, 12 years or something?
I did.
Yeah.
I bought my first new car. It's 5 months ago.
Yeah, and you don't wear Armani or anything that I can tell.
No.
You're generally in sweats.
Well, here's the thing about money too, is that I would rather, and I've been, sometimes you got to take jobs for money. You do. It's just part of the business.
Absolutely.
You do some for art and you do some for commerce. But what I've tried to do, or what I'm trying to do more, is just be as selective as I possibly can be, just to have sustainability.
Yeah.
Because if I start doing crap, your career won't last as long. So I've been very good with my money so that I can, make smart decisions, hopefully.
Yeah, make it through the lean years.
Yes.
The last show you did was Vince, is it Gillian or Gilligan?
Gilligan.
It's Gilligan.
Yeah.
I thought that's too pedestrian when I read the spelling of it. I thought it can't really be Gilligan.
Gilligan.
But it is.
It's Gilligan.
Yeah.
Like the island.
Yeah, my little buddy.
Yeah.
You were on Battle Creek, which was his first show after
Right.
Breaking Bad.
Right.
You must have had crazy expectations for that.
Yeah, David Shore was the showrunner. There's all kinds of things about that.
All the ingredients.
And all you can ever do is try to stack the deck as best you can.
Yeah.
And hope that people watch and that the network gets behind it. It had great reviews. The network just never got behind it, and it was so frustrating because I thought we were making a good show.
I remember running into you because I had come up with an idea I wanted to do with you at Showtime.
I remember that.
And then I remember reading that you were doing that show as I was writing scenes. And I'm like, well, I'll see him in 7 years.
Yeah.
That's literally what I was thinking.
It went 1 year.
Uh-huh.
We were one and done. But, again, sometimes
How do you take things like that?
I was okay with it.
Oh, good.
I really was.
Oh,
because I don't want to do it unless we have the support of the people that are putting it out there, and we didn't.
Right.
We truly didn't have. They didn't do anything to support the show, to promote the show.
Yeah.
And if that's the way it was going to be, I didn't want to be.
Sure. But you don't take
But
on
it's still
like,
not. It's still not fun to be part of something that doesn't work.
Well, right.
know?
I take an overshare of the responsibility even when I have nothing to fucking do with it.
Well, so do I, and that's why for me it's important just to try
Choose
to do stuff that's has credibility.
Yeah. So what made you want to direct? Because here's this fun thing. You and I are now in this cyclical, you do me a favor, I do you a favor, you do me a favor. And it's good. I hope it goes on for decades. Like you're in here virtually because I did ADR for your movie last week.
Yes.
And you're like, fuck, he came down, did ADR. I gotta go do this stupid
I was going to do
podcast.
this anyway.
And what if you, though, had timed how long I was in ADR? And I'm like, and then you said, I will go. You were there for an hour and 15, so I'm out of here. What hair got up your ass that you were like, I'm going to direct, I'm going to put energy into doing this?
Well, I always felt like I could do it. I always felt like I had an eye for it. I feel like I knew how a scene should play.
Uh-huh.
What I didn't know were a lot of the technical things. I didn't pay enough attention to the cameras and stuff throughout my career, which I wish I would have. And now I'm taking a much more proactive approach about that.
Yeah.
And I was always worried about, do I know enough? Do I know enough?
Sure.
Am I going to be able to handle the questions that are coming at me? Because, prop department, wardrobe, whatever. They're just, everybody's got questions. Would I be able to handle it?
Yeah.
That was what scared me the most about it, and all the prep and everything else. But I had done a few movies with directors that I was like, why the fuck I should be doing this.
Uh-huh.
And it wasn't that they weren't good. I just felt like they didn't have, I understood how a scene should be edited better.
Right.
I understood the nuances of the behavior and things that make it seem more interesting. And at least that's what I thought. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, you know what? I want to do this. And I wanted to find the right project, and it became the Buddy Games.
Right.
And because I saw it, I could see how I wanted it to play out. And that was kind of when I just finally said, you can do it. You can do this. And I hired guys like you and James Roday, who'd also directed. I'd be like, dude, I got 30 minutes to finish this scene. What do I do? I'm not kidding. It did help to have you and Roday there with me. And you did. You helped me a lot with that, just on some of the days just to get stuff shot. I still look at scenes and I'm like, Dax helped me get this thing shot, and it's beautiful.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm so happy to hear that. But it is, you also did it under I think the best way to do it, to be honest. I've done it both ways, but to do it with not enough time and not enough money.
Yeah.
I like that.
I did too. I mean, obviously I wish I had a little more time and a little more money.
Sure.
Especially now that I'm trying to get the music right.
Well, that's where it kills you, is in post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I hate that.
Yeah.
Because music is everything.
Yeah. And we literally have like $5,000 they budgeted for our music.
Oh, man.
That's not even close to a song.
Do you know that Hit and Run we made for legit $1 million?
Did you really?
But when we sold it, we said, we want a big music budget, basically. So I have $1 million of music in $1 million movie.
Really? How did you pull that?
I don't really know. I doubt I could do it again. But somehow we got that.
Yeah. I'm sure you know this too. I mean, every step along the way has just been one hurdle after another after another. And it truly feels like my biggest accomplishment in my life. I cannot believe that I'm at this point, that this movie's that we're about to go to post in Vancouver next week to finish it. And I'm be like, it's done.
Yeah.
And then we get to put it out there.
You must minimally walk away going, yep, I made the movie I would want to go see.
Right. And I did.
Do you feel like you did that?
I totally do. And and it's funny. I mean, we've shown it twice to audiences now, and it's a big reaction.
It's a party.
And I didn't know if people were going to get my fucked up sense of humor.
Sure.
And they were laughing. They were ruckus through it in both of them. And it was like such a gratifying feeling to know, oh my God, they think it's funny.
Yeah.
And that's really what I was going for. I just wanted it to be funny.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I'm proud of it. I can't wait for people to see it. Forever grateful to you, by the way, for donating a week and a half of your life for free. Fortunately, we did have, like, everybody that came to that came for, no other reason than to just contribute.
Yeah.
Nobody was there other than they just wanted to help. And that's why, I'm truly grateful to every single person in that cast.
And your buddies were there. So really quick, in real life, you and your college friends would get together and you'd have this weird obstacle course weekend, the buddy games.
Yeah.
And then so you made a movie about it, and the real buddies were there.
They did come.
Well, they were there when I was there.
They came.
They were there the whole time I was there.
Bottles of vodka, as I remember. And I was like, you guys, you can't be drinking on set. Like, not only were they drinking, but they were drunk.
Oh, they were behaving exactly how I would have behaved with my friends from Michigan if someone made a movie about us. It was so wonderful. At some point, one of the buddies was certain I was playing a very specific buddy and thought I was doing a real good job at it. I just remember leaving the conversation like, wait, I'm playing a historical figure? Like, I should have watched some video or something. Was I playing a real... No.
You were playing... Your character was based on me, if anybody.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck. We didn't get the looks right. Or the butt cheeks.
To have all of them there.
Yeah.
Drunk.
Sure.
I don't know. And not only that, but what they didn't realize is that...
There's continuity.
You start drinking at 7 o'clock at night, and we're going till 8 in the morning.
Yeah, it's hard to pace
By the
yourself.
time we get the camera around to them, they're so over it. They don't even want to be there anymore.
Oh, there's nothing better than inviting someone who loves the idea of a movie set. Just invite them for a few hours. It takes so little time to be disillusioned. You're like, oh, this is one of the boringest things in the world. It's like watching paint dry.
They were already like hungover and had to stand in the same spot talking to the same person for 12 hours.
That's pretty spectacular. Yeah. There's one last question I have to ask you before you go, and this is going to be a hard one. I am in a very public marriage. Mm-hmm. And when I think about, we've been together 11 years, but like we live in real life. Mm-hmm. We might not always be together. I sometimes think about what the fallout of that would be. My hunch is that America would definitely side with her no matter what happened.
And I was listening to the podcast with Bateman, by the way. And he said that it would probably take her a week before she got somebody better.
Oh, if that.
That isn't a reason to keep her.
Yeah. What's the saying? Upward and onward. If we broke up, I'd be like, okay, downward and backwards. But I do think of I feel the pressure of like, it's just weird to have everyone know you're together and to embrace that and like that. Mm-hmm. And I always feel like, God, if we broke up, man, I would, as much as I'd feel bad about that, I'd also feel weirdly bad about breaking people's hearts that were rooting for us.
Yeah.
Was that an element in getting divorced that was hard?
Yeah, I guess so. I was never comfortable with the public sort of
the power couple thing.
Yeah, I got into more. It had nothing to do with how much I loved her,
right?
But I wasn't ready for all of that because I still get, oh my God, you're that guy, you're Fergie's husband.
Sure.
I was like, I know, actually,
I'm her ex-husband.
We're not together anymore.
right.
But And it took me a long time to get like past that. I don't know if it was my ego or what. It's like, well, I'm a person too. I'm not just Mr. Fergie.
Yeah.
But I learned to just find it endearing after, we were together for a long time, and I just laughed it off after after a long time.
It's challenging, I think, as a guy, especially where we're from. For me, I've had a hard time in the past going like, God, my wife makes more money than me. Stupidly, like a caveman, like emasculated by that.
Well, I mean,
did you ever have that?
Yeah, of course. I mean, she made a lot more money than I did. But again, it's not really about that at the end of the day, and I'm always going to have her back.
Yeah.
It was tough. The public part of it it wasn't an easy thing to go through, especially the breakup. I don't know if people were rooting for us or not, but it is. There's something sad about that because you want to root for people to stay together.
Yeah.
And once you get past that and not really give a shit what people think.
Yeah.
And just focus on the child.
Well, that's what I guess what I'm saying is that as someone who admittedly is worried about what people think, and fucking up, you don't ever want to fail at anything. I just imagine that being heavy.
It is, and I know that people are going to say things about me, and they may be able to blame me for it or whatever. Nobody knows what happened.
Yeah.
It just didn't work. And at the same time, it's like, I really don't care anymore because because we know the truth. I know the truth.
Yeah.
And what really matters is that we are united in raising our son.
Yeah.
That's all I really give a shit about.
One of the cutest kids in the world.
Yours are pretty cute too.
Yeah, well, we were trying to matchmake them because when you did a day on Chips, you brought Axel and Lincoln was there.
That's right.
There's a couple of blonde little.
They are.
Yeah, lookers.
I'm sure they'll find each other someplace.
Yeah, they'll find. I'm nervous though. Your son. I don't know. I'm not sure. I got to tell the best story though about you, Fergie, Bell, and I was that. When we did it when in Rome, I dipped, you dipped, and Kristen Bell dipped. She chewed tobacco.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's my fault.
So did Ferg.
Well, that's what I'm getting to is that remember we went to Italy. We were going to shoot in Italy for a week. And none of us brought enough dip. We were do you remember this?
Yeah.
We're completely out of dip and we're panicking.
Yeah.
And Fergie's coming to visit. And we're like, oh my God, tell her to bring dip. Yeah. And you had Fergie bring like a duffel bag of dip.
Yeah. And she did. Didn't she bring like truly a duffel bag?
Yeah. It was so much dip. I'm surprised they didn't stop her at customs. And there was a moment where we were all in this little piazza. We were filming and Fergie was visiting set and us three were working. And we were all dipping and we all had spit bottles. And I said, and we were all standing like in a line. And I'm like, this would be the most fantastic paparazzi photo of all time.
Oh my God.
It'd be the only time I'd ever really want to be in a paparazzi photo of all four of us dirtbags dipping in this beautiful piazza.
So how long did K-Bell do that?
We quit when that movie ended.
Really? So she was actually dipping regularly?
Oh, all day she got into the different flavors. She had like peach, apple. She really liked the different flavors.
Ferg did too. It was the weirdest thing. I was like, are you really? Are you somehow doing this to like,
bro out with me?
My attention or my love? I mean, you really like, and she did for a while. And then then she quit. I was like, I was kind of happy she quit.
Of course. I felt so guilty that Belle started because of me. We were just driving in the car and I look over and she's like, you just put it, and she's already putting it in. I'm like, oh, honey, don't start this. But anyway, we quit. I quit for almost 8 years and then I fucking went off again for a few years. It's rough.
Well,
anyways,
this is not black tar heroin.
That's not black tar heroin. Yeah. Anyways, I love you. What's cool about you too is that people wouldn't know is that you are, you work very hard on yourself. You're engaged in the fight to be a better person and mentally to be a healthier version of yourself.
Yeah.
And I think that's really admirable.
I think it's the most important thing.
Yeah. You got to put your own oxygen mask on before you can help anyone else.
Right. And so I'm a work in progress, but I enjoy it. I actually like learning about past patterns, psychology, different ways to, meditate, all these different things that somehow make everything else seem less important.
Yeah. If you can get a grasp at least on that, like all these things we take for granted that we do, a lot of them destructive, a lot of them productive. We just kind of take for granted that that's who we are. But there's something at the bottom of it all, of why we're doing any of the things we're doing.
Right.
Yeah, it's a good question to ask.
I appreciate that.
I adore you. I look forward to our many, many favors we do back
Yeah.
and forth on this marathon we're both in.
Let's call them reach arounds.
Okay, reach arounds.
Okay.
And I will have your butt cheeks before we die. I don't care if I have to go on steroids.
They make implants for that now.
No, I want the real thing.
All right.
I want to have like a 39-inch vertical leap.
Yeah.
All right, I love you.
All right. Love you too, brother.
And now my favorite part of the show, the fact check with my soulmate, Monica Padman. Check the facts with balls of Harif. La 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 la. 'Tis the season to check factsies. La 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 la.
That's
Here
great.
comes Monica with her computer, going to point out all of my errors.
Great.
Hey,
There it is.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you. You're kind of a Scrooge.
And a Happy New Year. You think I'm a Scrooge?
Well, you didn't want to do a song.
Yeah, because I feel like it's getting laborious, is what I was saying.
Right.
Like as a listener, I feel like I got to slog through another song.
I think people like them, but okay. So Josh, this is going to be quick. 'Cause
Josh Duhamel. Why is it going to be quick,
There
Monica?
wasn't very many facts at all.
Okay. In fact, there's no facts.
So you said that you guys met in 2009
Mm-hmm.
on When in Rome, and it came out in 2010, and that's right.
Oh, okay.
Well, it came out in 2010, so I assume you shot it in 2009. It came out in January of 2010.
Weird time to release a comedy. Mm-hmm. And we paid the price for it.
Oh, really?
It didn't do so hot.
I feel like people saw it.
Sure. These things end up on TV, and then you catch them. You know, you're flicking.
I've seen it.
Let's just check in with how you're feeling today.
Great.
Great.
Oh, because
Well, last night was the Hanson Holiday Christmas Party,
Yeah, it was.
which is a real Bacchanalia, best party of the year,
It's so fun. They do a big, huge white elephant.
the biggest.
There are recurring gifts that come back. Mm-hmm. It's so fun.
It really is fun. Something that really caught everyone by surprise was we last year brought I think Kristen had it made, right?
Well, yes, we had it made, but so you have to give the backstory. So there was a gift that was recurring every year, a dick of drawers.
Yes, it was a large vertical penis, and then in the penis there were 3 sliding drawers.
Yes.
And if you ended up with that, and no one stole it from you, and you were stuck with it, you were obligated to bring it back the following year, but redecorated.
Exactly. So the first year somebody brought it, and then the next year, whoever the person who got it, I think it was Jackie or Jess, brought it back and had like painted it.
Very gross, like. Well, there was veins and there was hair added. That was Jess.
That was the
I believe.
first. And then the second year it came back, it was painted black.
Oh, okay.
And then it's been through a lot. It came back as a NASA space shuttle.
Well, and then it had to get retired because John Chu put it in a humongous lucite tube,
Snow globe. Yeah.
with a little miniature train that would
worked.
go around. I mean, it was beyond description.
It was incredible. And Kristen got it that year.
And retired it.
And then the next year brought back a chest of drawers that was custom made, and it's 2 fat natchies.
Fat cheese.
Yeah. On a nightstand.
Yeah. And the boobs are on the face of the drawer.
Yes.
And then there are some pronounced nipples as pulls.
Yes.
So you can get in and out of the drawer. And somebody converted this son of a bitch into
The most amazing.
a kegerator, basically.
Yes.
I wouldn't even believe this if I was listening to it.
I know.
But there's a tap on the top of the nightstand.
One
beer tap.
nipple works the tap.
Unbelievable. Yes, you like a toggle switch. You push the nipple down. You don't tune in Tokyo.
No.
You just push the nipple down and beer comes out of the top.
Yes.
And then the other nipple now activates a built-in lamp that's
Yeah.
been bolted to the top.
It was incredible.
A lot of ingenuity and engineering went into it.
Yes. I talked to them after, and they said they were so relieved that the year was over.
Because it took so much effort to
They've been
build
working
that.
on it all year, and he had to take it to Mexico or something.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, it was
Jeez Louise.
it was crazy. And then I want to tell my story about my present. So I was number 5. That's early in the game. It's not ideal. Okay, ideally you want like 28, because then you can things have been stolen a few times. You can lock something in.
Right.
And I went early, and I picked a cactus, a potted cactus. It was very cute. It was very cute. But I wanted this blanket of Ryan and Amy's face really badly.
Okay.
And no one was stealing my cactus, even though it was so cute. But there were some high ticket items. There was like $100. There was a lot of stuff that was getting picked. Oh, I brought a bidet. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which was stolen.
It was
A
stolen.
sign of a great present is how much it's stolen.
It's stolen, yeah.
And it was stolen a couple times, right? And
No,
then locked
just
in.
once.
Oh, just once.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just once. And
And you got stuck with that cactus,
Well-
and no one wanted it.
no one wanted it. And so then I wanted that blanket really bad. And then you had the opportunity at the end of the night to get me, and you didn't, which was a little
Because I was
upsetting.
the worst. I was number 1.
You were number 1.
Yeah. But I had to steal something for Delta.
Yeah.
I had to. There was someone brought a unicorn night lamp. And she loves unicorns.
Yeah.
I had to get that for her.
Right.
I'm sorry I didn't have 2 steals.
Even though, yeah, you're right.
I mean, what can I do?
I mean, you could have bought the unicorn lamp and gotten me the blanket that we can't buy. But okay, that's fine. And I guess it was just hard because I had just bought Delta a lot of unicorn accoutrement for her birthday that she'll get on Wednesday. Anyway,
Who made the Hanson?
Ryan and Amy.
Oh, they made it. Okay.
And then later in the evening, Charlie Perfect 10 Charlie came up to me and said, I have a confession.
Uh-oh.
I brought the cactus.
Uh-oh.
And I said, oh my God, well, I love the cactus. It's just because I wanted that blanket. And he said, yeah, I went to the store and he picked it out and he potted it himself
Oh, he
and he put the soil.
did?
And now I'm so happy I have the cactus.
Oh, this story has a happy ending.
It does. Sheena got the blanket. And before I knew it was Charlie's cactus, I went up to Sheena and I said, do you want to trade so I can have that blanket? And she said she would think about it. And then before she left, after I found out it was Charlie's cactus, she came up to me and she said, okay, we can trade. And I said, you know what? I don't want to trade anymore.
Oh, wow. You
But
had
you
a
know
whole
what?
emotional journey. You felt betrayed by me.
Yeah.
You felt resentful. You felt like you got the short end of the stick. Then you tried to broker a deal. Then you rescinded the offer. I mean, so much happened to you last night.
And Sheena left her gift. So I do get the blanket.
Oh, my goodness. So you got everything you wanted.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Except I didn't get your loyalty.
well,
That I didn't get. But that's okay.
Look, I don't know, there's only like a couple people you could test your loyalty against. My loyalty to you against. You can't pick Delta.
Yeah.
In fact, I would, if you picked me over Delta for anything, I would be disappointed in you.
I wouldn't, but I would just buy her that lamp.
Well, I don't know how to buy a lamp.
This is bigger problems.
All right.
Okay, anyway. The fact check. So, you said you couldn't remember Kristen's name in that movie, and her name is Beth Martin.
Oh, in When in Rome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Elizabeth, presumably Elizabeth Martin, and everyone called her Beth.
Or Bettina
Is that a long form of Beth?
could be.
Bethany?
Bethany, yeah.
Bethany. That makes me think of On Topic, the blessing from Family Vacation.
Oh.
That Aunt Bethany's the one that can't remember the blessing. So
right.
instead she does Pledge Allegiance.
I haven't seen that movie this year.
Oh, I'll
but
watch
I will.
it again.
I will watch it.
It's now Sunday, so guys, I'm already getting panicky. Christmas is almost here, and I want it to be
Couple weeks away.
I want it to be a couple weeks away for the next month and a half.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm already starting to, the addict in me is starting to panic about it going away.
I know. I understand that.
Do you have any of those feelings?
I do, and I also have them about the way my house looks. Like, I'm only gonna be able to experience this for another week because then I go home.
Right.
When I come back, I have to tear it all down. It's so sad.
I know. We got to fix this. I think that, there's a lot of things in this country that we got to come at from another angle and see if we can't do better.
Yeah.
And something needs to be done better about Christmas. It needs to last a lot longer somehow.
I'd vote for that.
Yeah.
I'd vote for that as a prop.
Like I know that the Sultan of Brunei, when he has his birthday, it's for the entire month. The whole country celebrates for the whole month,
Right.
And that's just a sultan. That's not
It's
baby
not
Jesus.
Yeah. We should be celebrating all year.
Yeah.
Never stop celebrating. I guess that's what the Christians do.
ABC, always be Christmas.
Yeah.
You know?
That'd be so. You know what? No, we're wrong. We
Okay.
wouldn't enjoy it if it was all year.
All right.
We have to have something to look forward to.
Okay.
Then your birthday comes. That's something to look forward to.
Yeah, less and less.
We're going to do something fun for it.
Okay. Great.
I hope.
January 2nd.
Oh, okay. So do you remember your name in the movie? In When in Rome?
I only do because I gave myself the name.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, Gal.
Yeah, Gail.
Because I had it in my mind that Gal was obsessed with wind and the power of wind. And Gal thought it was the most powerful force on Earth.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And in fact, I wrote a little scene where I was explaining that to Kristen's character. And she said, I think water is the most powerful, made the Grand Canyon and stuff. Oh. But I disagree with her. So, yeah, it's Gal for Gale Force Wind.
Oh, he's named after it. Wow.
Yeah, Panay really gave me
Free reign.
way too much latitude to create that character of Gale.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, it was fun. When you give someone a little ownership over the thing they're doing, it gets you that much more invested. I'm in the hotel room writing scenes and stuff about the power of wind.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, the book about cinema in the 70s is called Easy Rider's Raging Bull: How the Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll Generation Saved Hollywood by Peter Biskind.
Great book. I loved it. If you're into
it.
movies and naughtiness, it's a bullseye on both accounts.
Yeah. You said that I was disappointed in you in the Scotty bar fight story. Mm-hmm. And I'm not disappointed. I just want to be clear. I'm not disappointed in you.
Oh, okay.
I just think you could have left.
Okay.
That's really my takeaway. I'm not disappointed in things you've done.
Any of them?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have no disappointment over anything you've done, although you've done everything nearly right.
No, I've made
by the
plenty of
book.
mistakes. I can't think of any, but
Well, right.
that's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, guys.
They're here early.
Oh my God, they came back.
A few days
You know what?
early.
I think the roof of the attic might be like one of those butterfly trees in South America where the butterflies always return to the same tree, even though they've never been there.
Like a hub?
Yeah, I think
Are we a hub?
it would appear that we're a reindeer hub.
Oh my God, I love that.
What if all of a sudden we just heard tons of lumber breaking and the roof collapsed and we got smushed by reindeers? That would
It'd be
the
a good
perfect
way to go.
Yes.
I'd like that.
Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, riding down Santa Claus Lane. And Santa big little voice. Do you like those Elvis Christmas songs?
Sure.
They crack me up. I love them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's like,
Yeah, he's
like-
gyrating.
he's gyrating and getting very sexual for Christmas.
He is, yeah.
All right. I love you. Merry
you.
Christmas. Happy New Year. And to all a good night.